Hey guys, it's day 8 of recovery. So how am I feeling? Well, kind of a mixture of emotions today, but in terms of my mouth, I mean, it's pretty much almost healed, I guess. The bottom of my mouth here, it still feels weird, obviously, because I think once they remove the sutures and the stitches, it'll feel so much better. I just feel like it just feels very unnatural right now because I've got all these stitches in my mouth here and at the roof of my mouth. Plus I still have the leftover glue that they put over top of the stitches. A few more days until my follow-up appointment, and I'm hoping that everything is okay, that everything healed the way it was supposed to, and I'm hoping that once they remove the stitches, everything's okay and that I can you know, go back to being somewhat normal with my eating habits and stuff. I feel like I'm gonna still be a bit cautious. From what I was reading on the internet, your gums will continue to heal for months and months afterwards. Yeah, I don't know. I still really want to be careful with these and take really good care of them. Also, today is a day that I'll never forget. It's been 3 years since Dad passed away. I can't even believe it's already been that long. Today is his death anniversary. Basically what we're doing is we're gonna go out for dinner at one of his favorite restaurants that he loved to eat at, which is Tony Roma's. So we're all just gonna get together, have some dinner, spend some quality time. We're gonna visit him first and then go for dinner afterwards. It's basically the plan for today. I'll turn the camera back on and update you guys later. Hey guys, welcome to day 9 of recovery. My apologies, I totally did not close out day 8. It was kind of a busy evening, so we went out for dinner to Tony Roma's, and then afterwards we came home and then we started binge watching season 2 of Selling Sunset on Netflix. Oh my god. If any of you out there have seen this or are watching it right now, let's start a discussion in the comments down below because oh my god, it's kind of one of those shows where like you can't help but keep watching because storyline and the drama is just so infuriating to this point, but you can't help but keep watching because you want to know what happens next. There's 3 seasons on Netflix right now, and I think we're gonna watch season 3 sometime today. Probably binge watch the whole season. Day 9 of recovery. My mouth is feeling a lot better as each day passes by. I find that the roof of my mouth feels a lot better today. I have still been keeping up with my warm saltwater rinses, and that's been helping so much. Yeah, I don't know, compared to yesterday, my mouth does feel a lot better today. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to keep vlogging each day. I might just turn the camera back on again when I have my follow-up appointment, which is in like 6 more days or so. I have a feeling that the next few days upcoming are just gonna be, you know, the same. Just as long as I'm keeping up with my warm saltwater rinses, everything should be fine, and with each day it'll just keep healing and healing. That's pretty much the update for today. Oh, I also forgot to mention yesterday that I think I have a loose / untied stitch / suture up here, but I'm not really concerned about it because it is on the top of my mouth, at the roof of my mouth, and when the stitch / suture came undone, there was no blood or anything, so I'm not really concerned. So I'm assuming that it's pretty much healed up there for the most part. If there was a stitch loose down here, then I would be concerned. It feels like the stitches are fine down here. I kind of took a little bit of a peek and everything seems to be fine. I guess I'll just see you guys again when I have my follow-up appointment in a few days. So yeah, we'll see you then. Oh dear lord, you guys. Ugh. Okay, we're on day 11 of recovery from my gum recession surgery, and ugh, dear lord, I had a bit of a heart attack and panic The roof of my mouth started to bleed excessively for like 15 minutes straight and wasn't stopping. I was like, oh my god, please stop bleeding, please stop bleeding. Yeah, it just wasn't stopping for 15 minutes. And then I got Jeff to call my periodontist, Dr. John Chernakis, because I wasn't sure what to do. Like, oh my god, what do I need to do? Do I need to like go somewhere? Do I need to have this fixed? What do I do? Jeff phones him. He says to put a wet gauze where it's bleeding and apply a little bit of pressure to help stop with the bleeding. That's what I started doing even before Jeff called him. For now, the bleeding has stopped. I'm like really paranoid now, and I'm hoping the bleeding doesn't start up again. Jeff stepped out really quickly to get me more gauze from Shoppers, so that was my little panic attack, heart attack, little emergency that happened just now. I just wanted to document that. Wow, I don't think I've ever had my mouth bleed so much before. I was bleeding so much to the point where it was like clotting in my mouth. Ew, sorry, I know. TMI. That's what just happened not too long ago. It's literally almost 9:30 in the evening. For now, the bleeding has stopped, and I'm gonna make sure to monitor it for the rest of this evening. I'm praying to God that it doesn't start bleeding in the middle of the night. Dr. Chernakis said that if it does start bleeding again, then I'll have to text him or call him early in the morning so that I can see him first thing, and then he'll have to do something. But yeah, there's the update on that. Hey guys, another update. So I started bleeding again. It happened about, I don't know, 5 minutes ago. This time it didn't bleed as long as it did the first time. It probably only bled for like 5 minutes. I've got it under control, hopefully, and I'm getting really paranoid now, guys. Like I really don't want it to bleed again. What caused the bleeding? Well, I don't know, like all I was doing was just getting ready for bed. I was washing my face, and then all of a sudden I could taste blood again. Sure enough, my mouth started bleeding once again. Ugh. I'm like scared to do anything now, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get some sleep, and hopefully I have a good sleep throughout the night, and I'm praying to God to please stop the bleeding, because yeah, not good. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 12, I think, if there's any updates. Hey guys, and welcome to day 12. I think day 12 of recovery. Boy, oh boy, do I have an update for you guys. From my last couple of clips, I had mentioned that the roof of my mouth started to bleed excessively off and on. Turns out that my mouth, it just wouldn't stop bleeding. Like, it just kept bleeding and bleeding off and on all night practically. Like, I did not get a wink of sleep last night at all. What ended up happening is I ended up sending a text to my periodontist at like just after 2:30 in the morning. I explained the situation, that my mouth was bleeding, and at this point when I was sending him the text, my mouth had bled like another 2 times. I told him that I was taking the steps with the gauze, wetting them, and applying pressure to where it was bleeding, but it just kept bleeding and just wouldn't stop. And also right after, I texted my manager at work because I was supposed to work today, but clearly I didn't, because yeah, like I hadn't slept at all. Like I pretty much pulled an all-nighter trying to nurse my wound, right? Around 7 o'clock, I finally got a text back from my periodontist, and he said, "I'll see you as soon as possible today. Expect a phone call from the office within the next hour." I ended up getting a phone call around 8 o'clock this morning from the office, and yeah, they told me to come in as soon as I could. As soon as I received the phone call, Jeff and I left the house right away. Got to the office around 8:30, and I was seen right away. I explained the situation again to the periodontist, and he's like, "All right, let's take a look and see what's happening." He looks inside and he's like, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I'm like, what? In my mind, I'm thinking, I've been bleeding off and on all night. How is it not that bad? It turns out that I have this like little tiny wound, this little hole that just, it was being stubborn. Like I had a little blood clot that was stuck inside of there, and that was causing me my grief and my issues with the continuous bleeding off and on throughout the night. All he did was he cleaned out the wound, he took out the clot, and he actually showed me how big the clot was. It wasn't really that big. It was literally like the size of a pinhead. Like it's just really, really small. And he basically just cleaned out the wound. He put in like this little pebble-sized gauze inside of the hole just to help with absorption of extra blood. And he stitched it back up and I was good to go. It was kind of funny because after the appointment he was like, you know what, I was actually preparing myself for the actual worst case scenario, and he's like, it wasn't that bad, so this was good. And I'm like, I was actually preparing for the worst as well, so I'm glad that that it wasn't that much of a big deal. And then after the appointment I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh no, don't worry about it, not your fault, it happens. It was all good. And I actually have a follow-up appointment with him on Friday, which I probably mentioned previously in the previous clips, so that's in a couple of days, and that will be the 2-week mark, I believe. That's my update from yesterday. Last night was hell, you guys. Like, it was complete hell, let me tell you. Today, obviously, I took the day off from work and I basically slept all day, pretty much, like off and on, just to catch up on the sleep that I did not have from last night. It's actually the end of the night now. I'm gonna be going to bed pretty soon and I am going to be going back to work tomorrow. I'm feeling a lot better compared to yesterday. If anything else happens, I'll turn the camera back on for more updates, but other than that, I'll turn the camera back on Friday for my follow-up appointment and give you guys updates then. I'll close out day 12. All right guys, good night. Bye. Hey guys, and welcome to day 15. This marks the official end of week 2 of recovery, you guys. Right now, I'm just sitting in the parking lot. I'm here for my appointment early. I'm probably gonna head in about 5 minutes, but I just wanted to come on here really quickly. In my last couple of clips there, I kind of explained that I kind of had to come here earlier than expected for an emergency visit due to my mouth, the roof of my mouth, bleeding uncontrollably off and on throughout the night. Ever since I had my emergency appointment, I've had no issues, everything's good. Now I'm back here for my 2-week follow-up appointment and we're gonna see how things are in terms of my graft. Yeah, I'm really hoping that it healed the way it was supposed to, and I'm hoping that the stitches will come out today. Yeah, you guys, this whole experience with healing, man, I'm just so cranky because I'm so over the soft diet, like seriously. I will turn the camera back on after my appointment is done and I'll give you guys an update then. Hey guys, so that appointment was like super quick, like literally only 15 minutes. Yeah, we're all good guys. My next like appointment for a checkup isn't until another 10 weeks from now. Yeah, the appointment was good, it was quick. I got all of my stitches out, thank God. And he said everything is pretty much healed up, everything looks good, everything healed the way it was supposed to. I had asked him if I could start eating more solid foods, like pretty much going back to normal, and he said I can gradually start eating more like normal solid foods. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna gradually start to kind of incorporate more solid foods now, because like I said earlier, soft food diet, ugh, I'm just so sick and tired of it. Makes me so cranky. Right now I'm gonna head to Sobeys, a local grocery store here, and I'm gonna pick up some beef tortellini and a package of sun-dried tomato pesto sauce. I've been craving that for like the longest time, so I think I'm gonna treat myself to that. I'll turn the camera back on when I get back home. Hey everybody, it's later on in the evening now. After my appointment, I went and ran my errand at the grocery store, then I came home, made a late lunch right away, took a little bit of a nap, and then Jeff and I ran some errands after he finished work. I'm about to go to sleep soon actually, because we're going to be waking up super early tomorrow morning. It's actually my brother's birthday tomorrow and we're planning to wake up early to go fishing. So that's really exciting. I will definitely be vlogging that. I just wanted to close out this 2-week journey vlog of my recovery from gum recession surgery. Yeah, wrap up day, what day are we? Day 15, I think. I'll wrap up the vlog for today, but before I do, I just kind of wanted to carefully show you guys the end result of my surgery. I will insert a older clip of my before and then I'll show you guys my after. So here we go. So there you guys go, there's the before and after. There is a little bit of a teeny bit of recession still on a couple of teeth. The periodontist explained to me that was to be expected because of the amount of recession that those teeth had, but considering the amount of recession that those teeth had, this is a big improvement. So I'm really happy with how everything healed up. Just to explain, like my gums look really red and inflamed right now. The only reason they do is because I haven't really been able to clean my mouth properly for the past 2 weeks, and also I just had my appointment earlier today and they got the stitches out, so they're probably a little bit aggravated still. I would say give this another week or two and then everything should be back to normal. I'm glad that I'm back to my regular oral health regime with brushing my teeth properly and flossing now too as well. I'm gonna close this vlog out. I would just like to thank you guys so much for joining me on this 2-week journey of my recovery from gum recession surgery. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. Take care and God bless as always, guys. Bye.